this week to the Footy Social episode 7. This week we've got Harry Boyd with us.
The famous
Harry Boyd. You might remember him from a few weeks back. He's obviously...
You got a lot of heat for being an idiot, basically.
Yeah, big Aston Villa fan.
I don't know why.
You got a lot of hate, but any response is good response. This week we will be doing 2 tier lists. As you'll see on the screen now, you might be able to guess the first one. You can see they're all young English talents. We've got world class.
I don't think they're all English. We've got some foreigners.
Sorry, yeah.
The first
English
one's Irish.
English league, that's what I meant. What I meant. We've got world class, so players who are currently playing at that world class level.
Or will be world class eventually.
World class. We can make of it what you will. Top tier talent, so not quite at the top, but still top tier talent. Solid. They're not amazing, but they do a good job. Yeah. Meh. They're not terrible, but what really do they offer? And then League 2 at best, pretty much is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, basically that. Yeah.
We'll start off with the first one. Aaron Connolly for Brighton. Daniel.
Well, I think he's just the epitome of meh, isn't he? Really.
Yeah, we have actually already done him because we thought we were ready, but the camera wasn't working. So we've already spoken about him. He's good, but
not quite Carling.
Not quite.
Yeah, he's a striker that doesn't really score goals.
So yeah, he goes into meh.
Oh, then we've got a great
straight
one.
up. A player we've already discussed while setting up.
Yep.
He played in the under-21 games. I thought he was good. I mean, I know you two might want to put him in meh, but I argue maybe.
I don't want to put him in meh. I want to put him in League 2.
I would say meh at best because have you seen some of the mistakes he's made?
I just think there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's
nothing
19
to offer.
better keepers in the league than him.
Okay, we'll put him in meh.
Yeah, it's just nothing. He won't be.
Who's that?
Is that Hoover?
8 Nuri.
Is it?
8 Nuri.
Is it 8 Nuri?
Yeah.
Well, I think again just meh. I wouldn't say. He's
I
think he's only on loan anyway, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not going to be nothing special, I don't think, because what has he done this season? Nothing really.
Nothing.
Ooh,
Okay.
we got a big one.
So a big name, Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I mean, 12 months ago, I don't think anybody would have not put him in world class.
But now,
But I guess you've also got to
reality.
But eventually he will get back to that level.
He needs to up his defensive game.
Level. Yeah.
I don't think he'll ever top what he did 12 months ago. That was his peak season.
Well, he had two peak seasons. When they won Champions League and when they won the league, he was top. He was world class fullback.
Yeah. And
this season's let him down. I'd still tempted to put him in the world class bracket because as a footballer, I think he's world class. But defensively, I think that he doesn't get into world class though.
Because of his position, that is his position. So I'd say that's.
But to be fair, I think every single youngster in this league has points they need to improve on. That's the whole point of being a youngster. And I think it's going to be an easy.
At points.
Yeah, it should be easy to just improve in your defensive game if he just works at it for a season.
He is in world class. Trent.
Yep.
Anthony Gordon.
I mean,
he's played about 2 League Cup games, and isn't he on loan? No,
I think he's the first one I'm putting in League 2 at best.
Yeah, I don't think
he's doing good enough for me. He's just not great.
Isn't he on loan somewhere?
No, he's at Everton.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was at the start of the season anyway.
Is it a big Billy G?
Billy G, yeah. Billy Gilmore.
Meh.
I would put him in.
I'd put him in solid.
Meh.
Yeah, I would put him in solid. He hasn't played enough games to be.
I think whenever he's played, he's been good.
Yeah.
But he's never
had a bad game for us. He's just
higher.
He just doesn't get any minutes because our midfield is just so stacked.
Brandon Williams, is that?
Oh, I think he's terrible.
Yeah, I think he's League 2 at best.
Yeah,
put him in any other team with left back, and
he was awful last season. Every single time I watched him.
Is that Kelleher?
Yeah, Kelleher the goalie.
League 2.
I'd go.
Meh.
I go solid because I think every time he's played for Liverpool, he's been okay. He's been decent.
Yeah, I think if they get rid of Adrian and just have him as the backup keeper, I don't think anybody would have any issues. And being a backup keeper for a big club like Liverpool is you got to be solid.
Yeah. So Kelleher is in solid with Billy Gilmore.
Yeah. Pulisic. Now again, 6 months ago he would be going in top tier, wouldn't he? He would be world class. Definitely wouldn't be world class.
Yeah, he's between solid and top tier.
I would say top tier.
I just think the thing is he just looks like he's still struggling with his injury record because he just doesn't have working hamstrings. I think if he does eventually get over that, it might be a mentality thing or it might just be a physicality thing that he's never going to go over. But if he does go over that, he will be a top tier player because he's shown that he can be.
Yeah, I agree. I think top tier talent.
Put him top tier for now. And then we've got Curtis Jones.
Jesus.
Well,
what do you mean, Jesus?
He's got a lot of hype about him.
He was England's best player, in my opinion, in the 21 games.
Yep.
He's starting for Liverpool. They're not great, but he's not been great. He's like Pulisic for me. He's in between top tier and.
I'd say solid. I'd say solid for.
Okay, boys. I'm gonna put my neck out and say that he's top tier talent because I think he is.
I think, yeah, I'm thinking of like midfielders that will probably come up on this list, and I can't think of many others that would go in top tier that aren't Curtis Jones really. So I'd probably put him in top tier as well.
Okay.
I think he'll have a good career for himself.
It's between solid and top tier, but I think top tier just because
we can always amend them if we come back and see how flooded it is.
Dara O'Shea. What was his first name? It's not Dara, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Dara O'Shea.
Well, I mean, they're already a championship club, so there's not much further.
Yeah, I think there's not much to say. Not many of us have watched much of West Brom.
Yeah.
But West Brom fans, type in the comments what you think of him.
Yeah. He's playing in defence in a really bad team.
Yeah, he's starting for West Brom, but
he is the main centre back in that team, so they're defensively really bad.
I would say League Two at best is kind of harsh for that comment.
Oh no, I think Meh for me.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Meh.
Declan Rice.
No.
Well, he is.
Yeah, he is, but
there's no debate in that. He has been world class now this season.
For the past 12 months,
He's been the top tier talent for the 3 previous. Yeah. He's one of the best CDMs in the league. He's only 22 years old.
Yeah, and if you had to buy him now, you would have to go upwards of 80 million. If you were buying Curtis Jones or Pulisic, it would be 50-60, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Those two at the top currently are the 2 most expensive players you'd pay on that list. And
you would go above 80 million for
Declan Rice, 2 man of the match England's games in midweek. I don't understand that people don't rate him because they clearly don't watch him.
He's just not an exciting name, really. That's the issue.
He's good defensively, but also he's very good going forward.
Yeah.
Declan Rice for me, world class talent.
Yeah.
Douglas Luiz.
I think he's solid.
I'd say top tier talent.
No, I just think
he's already
there's better players in his position. There's better prospects in his position already.
Is there?
Yeah.
I think he's nothing special, but he's good.
I would say if we're putting Declan Rice, you can't put Douglas Luiz just one tier below Declan Rice.
They were being compared, like those two were being compared last season.
They're being compared by Aston Villa fans.
No one's comparing Luiz and Rice apart from you.
Yeah,
I'd say top tier talent because the way
we compared them because we were having a Villa West Ham debate, but there was no debate really to be had between them two.
Right, so compare him to so CDM's in the league, right? That playing a 2. Yeah,
but this doesn't really matter about positions as
such.
Just
in the
not
league.
Many good. If there's all the CDMs are terrible, doesn't mean he's world class. So he's the best one.
But he, for his age, like he's starting for Brazil, and he starts over Casemiro.
Does he know? Yes. I don't know that.
No, he does. But the only reason he didn't go to the last ones is because of COVID.
So you're telling me Brazil in 2022 have every player fit? They're starting Douglas.
Yes, he will start in the World Cup.
I mean,
Fernandinho's also 37. That's the only reason he wouldn't be playing.
But then who else? They got Fabinho. Surely will start over it.
Yeah, it was Fabinho and Douglas Luiz.
They don't play 2 CDMs. Surely, I mean England do.
But he's just solid.
I would say top tier talent.
He's just solid.
So, sorry, boy, but you've been outvoted on this one.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Dwight McNeil.
Solid. Well,
solid.
won't have a special career, but won't have a bad career. I think there's a few clubs that would take him, but there's no big clubs.
Like Everton or a Tottenham or West Ham or a Villa. Sort of mid-table pushing Europe bracket. Ebre, Eze.
Same with Eze.
Same as Eze.
Exactly the same thing. Yeah, he's
solid.
just.
He's gonna be like Zaha, but worse, I think. Than him.
Yeah, no end product on him, but he is fun to watch, which is
good
cool.
On the eye. Jacob Hearn loves him. Jacob Hearn's the guy we had on last week. Anyone who has more than 4 or 5-star skills, he's all over him.
Eddie Nketiah. Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, he's just regressed every single season. He's regressed, really, hasn't he?
I think he's personally. He was poor in the games in midweek.
He doesn't have much. He scores tap-ins, which you want from strikers, but like his just movement, his hold-up play, I just think there's just nowhere else for him to go, is there? I can't see him improving much.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't take him. We've been linked with him a little bit, but I think he was good in the Championship when he was on Leeds, but he's not going to be a top Premier League striker, is he?
No, I put him in.
Not going to be a good Premier League. He might be a good one, but a solid one, but not at the moment. He's not. So he's meh.
Conor Gallagher. See, the thing is, I think if we're putting Billy Gilmour in solid, I would have Conor Gallagher below Billy Gilmour. So that would make him meh, but I don't think he is a meh player.
I would say meh, not because of the reason you gave, but I would say he's meh from when I've watched him. He doesn't really...
Yeah, I mean, West Brom fans do like him, but I think that's probably just because they're starved for anything that resembles like a decent player.
And for someone that's on loan from Chelsea, like, he's meant to be like a standout player, isn't he?
Yeah,
I would say he's West Brom's player.
I don't know. I think Tuchel was talking about he might be involved in the squad
I'd say he's better than that list of Mez. I'd say he's more on the McNeil, Eze level.
I can see him being like a squad rotation option for us, but I just don't think he won't get many minutes. But
I would still say
he'll
meh.
leave Chelsea. He'd be good for a team like Palace.
I think if Palace signed him, he'd be
solid.
Yeah, he'd be solid.
But he is in a relegation battle. And although he puts in good performances, the performances overall.
Yeah.
West Brom fans, again, do you feel being harsh on two of your players here?
Eric Garcia.
Again, I'd agree.
I mean, he's just weak as piss, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he like at the start of the season, he was meant to be the main centre back, weren't he, this season for City?
No, ever since he came out and said that he didn't want to stay at City, he wanted to go to Barcelona.
Yeah.
I forgot he's even at City, to be honest.
And he's just weak. He's just like a typical Spanish centre back, isn't he? Really, he'd suit La Liga because it's weak and slow.
Yeah, so he wants to go over there. I don't blame him. City don't need him.
Yeah, so if we're talking Premier League prospects, he's definitely meh.
Yeah.
He won't ever make it in the Prem.
Okay, another player on loan from Chelsea at a relegation battle team.
Ethan Ampadu.
League 2 at best.
It's between those two. He's been a poor side, but he's not done well, has he?
Yeah, I really thought he'd kick on. When he first sort of came to the club, there was a lot of hype about him, and I really did think he'd kick on a lot more than he has.
To be fair to him, he's playing a really poor side. He looks good for Wales when he plays. Put him in a different team. Who was he at Swansea last year, was he?
No, he was Leipzig last year. He only played 5 games. And there must have been a reason for that. I mean, there must have just been 5 centre-backs better than him.
I don't think he's in that bracket. I think sadly he's in League 2 at best. But he can move into the...
Yeah, he needs to...
If he turns it on, he could be solid. But he's been poor.
If he's at like a Newcastle or maybe like even
they're
Newcastle
going down as well, boys. So.
Well, they might not.
Well, I think they will. But Brighton and Fulham both better than them.
Yeah. Fabio Silva.
Shit. League 2 at best.
He's very bad.
50 million. 50 million.
Well,
and he scored 1 goal against Rochdale. Like, that's the last time I remember him scoring.
Yeah. I think he scored a couple of penalties in the league, but
he scored 1 Premier League goal all season. Like,
I mean, I do kind of feel for him because they bought him in summer expecting him to not play any minutes because obviously they just play Raul Jimenez every week, and then they just bought him for 40 million just so they could have him and no one else could have him.
It's a bit bold.
And now he's having to start.
Yeah, like 40 million for a striker that you don't play. Yeah, they should surely think 40 million.
4 or 5 years that 40 million would look like a bargain, but
but
even
it's a risk you don't need to take because in 4 or 5 years, if he's at Porto and he ends up being really good, you still probably pay about 40 million for him.
Yeah, no.
So either way, they're going to either probably have, unless he's insane, they get 100 million for him.
Like surely you'd
lose money on him. They're probably going to lose.
Like you'd look at him and think 40 million is not going to be a striker that sits on the bench and plays maybe 20 minutes every month.
If you're the top team, you might pay 40 million for a backup striker, but not even Man City and Chelsea pay that money for a backup striker because it's just not.
Apart from Werner.
Yeah, but he was bought to start. Ferran Torres, right?
Oh, I like him.
I like him. I like him. He's taken the time to adjust to the Premier League. When he plays,
I think he had a quick start, but sort of slowed down with injuries, and I think he had COVID for a bit as well.
I think
he's solid.
I
wouldn't put him in top tier just yet because I think
he needs to prove himself.
Yeah.
Boy, do you all agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't really played recently.
But Bukayo Saka.
See, I like him, but the issue is he just looking better because he's in a poor side?
But some players in a poor side make the poorer side make them look worse. He's in a poor side that makes him look better.
Yeah.
So it can work both ways.
Is he just like they're just going over the top with him because he is sort of just their only sort of shining light from the season?
Yeah, him or Smith Rowe.
But to be fair, I think I'd give him the benefit of the doubt. I'd put him in top tier.
Yeah.
I think he will have
I would say he's definitely top tier. I'd say he's more pushing world class than...
No, not world class.
Yeah, I'd say no, he's top tier.
You've got to look
at these Trent and Rice. Trent and Rice, he's nowhere near on that.
He's closer to world class than he is to solid.
Yeah. He's nowhere on that level, but he's in between that. Some players, you need that in between. We don't have it, so you've got to. Who's he more like? Those two or those two? And you'll probably say he's more like those two. I know they're similar players, but you know what I mean. It's another Arsenal player, is that Martinelli? You see, when he was playing, he probably would be in top tier. But he's been a lot injury prone.
Yeah, and Arteta just doesn't seem to like him.
Yeah, so I think
solid.
Solid. Yeah.
I think if he gets some minutes under his belt, it will look a lot better.
Is that Jedson Fernand?
Yeah,
he's going in League 2 at best.
I forgot he even existed.
I forgot he was at Spurs.
Do you know the story about him, right? Last January, we were desperate to buy him. Deal fell through, he went to Tottenham, so we signed Souček instead.
Yep.
If we had signed him, we wouldn't have signed Souček.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
that's jokes.
He's an absolutely nothing.
So you would probably be in the Championship if you signed
Jedson I wouldn't say Souček kept us up last season, but we wouldn't be 5th in the Premier League right now. I'd probably be in the bottom half. But
probably 5th in the Championship.
Get him out of here. Get him in the bin.
League 2 at best.
Morgan Gibbs-White, I think that is.
Yeah.
Again, he's Wolves fans bigged him up to be this man. He had so much. He was in loads of England squads, under-21 squads, etc.
Yeah. He has been hit with injuries.
And I think he had a good loan at Swansea for the first half of the season.
Then he
really
got injured
at Swansea, but yeah.
I don't know. It's between Meh and League 2 at best, personally.
I would say he's Meh.
I'd say he's Meh. He's not League 2. He's not in those categories, but he's
right. Another West Brom player.
Is that Dean Garner?
Yeah. No, it's that's Pereira.
Dean Garner is on here though. That is Dean Garner.
Is it?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to see.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
He is quite small on our screen.
Yeah.
So Dean Garner, I mean, has he done anything this season?
He was quality when he came into our first team. He was quality, and we sent him out on loan because he probably needed a loan and we were like, yeah, that's good. Put him out on loan. He came back, and we were all expecting him to come back in the first team because he was really good last season at West Brom, one of the best players getting promoted. We're like, yeah, get him back in the first team, and then the board sold him, and we were like, what are you doing? And now he's not played much for West Brom. We know he's been hit with a few injuries, but it's sort of like, yeah, he's probably board did well to sell him actually and bring in Ben Rama.
Yeah, honestly, when you sold him, I really thought that was your club in turmoil.
I mean, your club captain was going on Twitter criticising your board.
He's a player, but ultimately he's probably just not good enough.
Yeah.
So I think Meh.
Yeah,
I would say he's League 2 at best, but I think he's just a bit Meh.
Yeah.
If he had stayed at West Ham and was performing well, he'd be in solid, but Meh.
Yeah.
Right.
This one's going to cause a bit of debate.
For all evening.
Well, there's another one that's going to cause more debate later on.
Yeah, there's a few, but this one.
Well, Cal, I think Cal's a better prospect than Pulisic.
And solid.
Yeah.
Me. Yeah. It's difficult.
I would say solid because he's close to top tier, but
I don't know.
It's annoying because I know he can do something. But
yeah, isn't that what we're rating them as well? We've got to think, what will they become? I think Callum Hudson-Odoi will be a brilliant winger for us. I think he will be very good.
Yeah.
I think he's got more chance of becoming. I think he'll be a better winger than Pulisic.
Yeah, I would say top tier.
I think if you put Pulisic in top tier talent, I think Callum Hudson-Odoi also.
Yeah, they are on the same sort of level.
And he fit. He's not out of place next to those three either.
No.
Yeah. Obviously, Arsenal fans would imply Sakic as well.
Paveda?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, what even is he?
League 2 at best.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely nothing about him. Is that Abdou Diallo?
I don't know who it is. One of the Southampton players.
You can't really see. His top of head's chopped off.
I think that's Diallo. I think that's the holding mid.
Yeah.
So that's Obafemi.
Yeah. That's Salisu.
That's Gineppo. And that's...
Is that Teller? How many Southampton players are on here?
No, they're all in a row.
That's Diallo. Yeah.
So would you say it is Diallo?
Yeah, it is.
Sorry,
I think it's not. And if not, to be fair,
I think it is.
If that is Diallo, I quite like him actually. I think he's a.
I'd say solid or meh. No.
I would say solid.
No.
I would say high meh.
Top end meh.
Do you put him top end meh?
Yeah.
Wait, is that actually?
No, that'll take too much.
Yeah, we're not doing an order, but I'm going to put him there anyway.
Elliot, I like Elliot. I like him. I think he's solid.
Solid, yeah.
I like him.
I like him. And he's young as well. I think he's the youngest keeper to ever keep 8 clean sheets in the Prem.
Really? He's 21, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. Who is that?
Jacob Ramsey.
Who? Do you want to say his name again?
Jacob Ramsey.
Can you fill us in on who he is? I know who he is, but he's played a couple games for Villa.
And he's been like for a 19-year-old, he has been quite
Saka's 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Saka plays every game and he has to carry Arsenal. Jacob Ramsey doesn't have to carry Villa.
Saka's better than Ramsey.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but you just said for a 19-year-old when we just gave you a 19-year-old for comparison.
All right, another 19-year-old.
And he's a bit rubbish.
He's not going in solid for me.
I'd say he's solid. You got to think where he's going to be when he's older.
He's not.
You got to think this isn't now.
In 5 years' time, I can promise you, I will have still never.
5 years' time, he will be probably. What? He'll still be in that Villa first team.
Wait,
in 5
say
years'
that.
time.
Say in 5 years' time. Say it's in this
In
day.
5 years' time, Jacob Ramsey will still be in Villa's first team.
Okay, we'll clip that as well.
Yeah, I've seen no chance.
No, he's a Met.
Yeah.
He'll be in overall. If he started for Villa,
He's better than Martinelli.
No, he's not.
He is better than Martinelli.
No, he's not.
Martinelli's done one. He scored. He's known for one goal, and that's where Kante fell over.
You're not helping yourself here, boy.
I don't care. He's better than Martinelli. How's Martinelli even put
if Ramsey decided to put in a 25 games a season solid performances, he'll be in solid. But like every player on this, then that solid list has.
Villa have a good squad.
Maybe
Arsenal
Martinelli,
doesn't. So that's why Jacob Ramsey doesn't get as many games as what Martinelli did last season.
If Ramsey was in the Arsenal squad, he wouldn't start over Saka.
He would. No, not with Saka.
Who do you start over then?
He plays in the middle.
What, as a centre mid?
He compares a centre mid. He compares like the forward CDM compared to
Arsenal play two holders and then
and then if one of them
3 forwards, and he's not a holder and he's not as good as any of the
he can
forward
play as a
players,
holder.
so he wouldn't start.
He's played the holder next to the camera a few times. Was that Wesley Fofana?
James Justin, isn't it?
James Justin. Oh.
James Justin, top tier.
I think he's top tier.
I think he's top tier.
I like him. Is Reece James on this list? Yeah, he is. He's later on. Yeah. I'd say top tier. I'd say low end top tier.
He's there. He's been brilliant for Leicester this season. He's not on the world class.
It's just he was. I think he was there for he was there the whole of last season, was he?
Yeah.
But he's just kicked on a lot this season. When obviously Chilwell's gone and he's sort of taken his place, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think he was there last year.
It was when Luton got promoted to the Championship.
It was just Chilwell. Chilwell's been there the whole time.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Shackleton.
Okay.
League 2.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing about him. Tanganga.
Solid.
Yeah, I think
Mourinho's
harsh, not giving him enough games.
Yeah, I think solid. I like him. I think he played well for the under-21s.
I think he's been decent. Yeah.
Ben Godfrey? No.
I have no idea who that is.
That might be. Is that Matt Pennington?
No, he's well old.
Oh, is that John Joe Kenny?
No, he's at Celtic.
Yeah. Who is that? I don't want to knock them off.
I really hope whoever this is watching this video.
So he's just put him in League 2 so we don't
Let's just put him in League 2. Yeah.
So
Wait,
if he was any better, we'd know who he was.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he's the centre back. Braithwaite.
Braithwaite.
Yeah.
Well, he'd be in League 2 anyway. He'd be in League 2 anyway. Right. So Jayden Bogle?
Jayden Bogle.
Yeah.
League.
Yeah.
Bottom end meh.
Bottom end meh.
I thought that was a Bamiyang.
So did I.
That looks like. I think that's.
Is that
Joe Willock?
He's at Newcastle.
No, but obviously I think this
Reece
is
Nelson?
older. No, it's not Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson has.
I can't really see.
Joe Willock.
Again, it's cold.
No, that is Joe Willock.
I thought my eyesight was really bad because it is.
My eyesight is bad.
Yeah, that's Joe Willock.
League 2 at best then.
He's pretty bad.
Yeah.
He's very not good.
Havertz.
Well, I mean, I just want to see what you two are saying.
I mean, I thought he was going to be incredible.
I personally, you've got to take in all different accounts. The hype around him, he hasn't been solid. He's been meh this season.
Yeah, but you got to think somebody when he's older.
He's older.
This isn't his performance this season. Otherwise, he'd be in League 2 at best.
Yeah, but under Tuchel, he has been very good.
Yeah,
he's been good.
He's not a top tier talent. Though,
I would say solid.
I think he's just.
Solid.
The thing is, he's a top tier prospect, but his performances
have been solid.
I just feel like he sticks out like a sore thumb next to those 5.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I mean, if we're making this list in about a year, I think
we'll see.
He's come.
We'll probably do this again in a year's time and see what changes.
He should have kicked on with actual like a full year of a real manager sort of helping him out, but.
Yeah. Boyd, help us out here. Who's that?
Keenan Davis.
Yeah.
There he goes. Right next to
him
them in League 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's Kayana.
If I speak him in trouble.
I think that's Kayana.
Is that Traore?
No, that's
whoever.
Yeah, that's
he's a bit rubbish.
League 2 at best. On loan from Liverpool. No, they bought him from Liverpool. That's part of the Jota deal.
He could be a bit.
He's about 20 million.
I might go meh.
No.
Dan, what do you think?
I would say he's not as bad as the rest of them. I'd say he's meh.
Meh.
Yeah, she's better than them, not at the bottom.
Is that Sammy Ajayi?
Is that Roman Sawyers?
Roman Sawyers about
No,
30.
Roman Sawyers about 28.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Why all the top of the heads like chopped off?
I mean, whoever it is, he plays for West Brom, so he must
So he
be
can't be
pretty
very good.
Me too.
Like no one
Yeah,
from
me
West
too.
Brom really stands out.
Is that's Alexis
Raheem
McAllister?
Harper. Could be Raheem Harper.
Maybe that's Alexis McAllister, the Brighton.
Yeah,
I like him.
I like him too.
I
But
don't know if he's enough for
he-
solid.
he's not for solid.
I mean,
he's meh.
the solid ones are just so much better than him.
Again, we'll put him
He's top end meh.
He could be
meh.
high end, meh. Yeah.
High end, next
We,
to Connolly.
we would do better doing this if we had about 6 tiers rather than just 7 tiers instead
Yeah,
of 5.
true.
Greenwood.
That's the
Between
thing.
solid
I think
and
if
top-tier
you're giving
talent.
Havertz the Havertz treatment, you have
Yeah,
to put Greenwood
he's solid. Yeah, because
So
Mason,
last year he's a top tier talent. He was
has
unbelievable
yeah, and
last
hasn't Mason Greenwood scored like what 2 goals a season?
Yeah, he's not been great.
He
I
hasn't had
think
a great
he's
season.
a lot of hype around him.
Nah,
Man
solid.
United fans, let us know what you think, but solid.
year. Yeah, I think
Who's this then? I don't know who that is.
that's Mason. That's Mason. You can't see because he hasn't got his quiff.
I knew it was Mason. I was just trying to.
All right.
Oh, I couldn't see.
I mean,
World class.
oh yeah, I was
it's
going to
got
say
world
I didn't
class.
want to get shot down, but I think he has been world class.
Yeah, as long as I can put
Especially
someone,
since
as long as I can
Tuchel's
put
come
someone
in.
else in world class as well.
Yeah, I can see who can go world class
Yeah,
as well.
I'll allow it this season.
Yeah,
World class,
yeah he's
world class.
very, very, very
League
good.
two at best.
That Matty Longstaff.
Matthew or
whatever
Sean.
long staff they
Yeah,
want to
this
give
League
to,
two at
whatever
best.
long staff they want to give us can go
He,
straight
against Man
into
United,
League
he's world class, but
Yeah, but it's alright.
Two.
Okay
He
then.
peaked in his first 45 minutes of senior football.
So he scored a screamer against Man United, so he played well. Who else scored a screamer against Man United that played well? Put them in. But here we go, the Southampton boys.
here we go. Here they are. All
Which one is it?
Obafemi. I'm pretty
First
sure
of all,
Obafemi's
Obafemi.
only ever goal in the Premier League has been against us.
I think
Obafemi's League two at best.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah, he's
He
terrible.
is really, really bad.
Is that? That's
Salisu.
Salisu. I would say
Meh.
Meh.
Top end meh though. 'Cause he's
Gineppo, I
Gineppo's
think
a
is
bit-
solid.
top end meh,
No, he's
maybe solid.
Gineppo's solid.
I just think,
What Southampton
yeah,
is
but I
good.
think what are you trying to get out of Gineppo? Are you getting
but
goals
put,
out of him? You
Put
getting
Gineppo
assists
in
out of him?
Chelsea's team, you rave about him.
He's just a quick Bertrand
No, I
Traore.
wouldn't.
He's not a fullback. He's a winger.
Bertrand Traore.
Oh, I thought you said Ryan Bertrand.
He's just
No,
a quick.
Gineppo, he's
I thought Southampton. I said Bertrand.
no, there's nothing about him. I'd say he's meh.
Yeah, I'd say meh.
It's nice on the eye. It's good on the eye. But
Yeah.
although I guess to be fair, if we're putting Eze in solid, they're the exact same player, really, aren't they?
Actually,
Sort of
yeah,
Good on,
why
good
is-
on the ball.
I say put him there. We need more in there anyway.
Yeah, fine, fine. But I also wouldn't
that would
absolutely
scroll
not
down.
rave about him if he
Scroll
played for
down.
Chelsea.
It's alright.
That's Teller, is it? Look for
Yeah.
the cheekbones.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think Teller's
he's
got
in
some
there.
mad cheekbones.
He's not as good as Gineppo. So there, we all in agreement.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean he's only just come appearance, but he's been a bit not as
Nepo
bad as the rest of them.
Williams.
League two at best.
I say meh.
Yeah, I'd go meh. Yeah,
He's not amazing, but he's not that bad.
I thought I was at Decore for a second then.
I actually don't know who that is.
I
Can't
think
see
that's
his face.
Noon Nkudu.
Oh.
Nkudu, the left back.
League two at best then.
Yeah.
He played one game against. Was it
I think
Lincoln?
it was in the League Cup. Yeah.
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 Oh, we actually someone's head.
We should have researched these players before.
Yeah.
Who
Again,
is
I
it?
don't know who that is.
Oh no,
Is
that's
that Otasoa?
yeah, that's
Otasoa, the
yeah.
American.
I think
He's played once against Chelsea, I think, and that's
Yeah.
it. Is
Got an
it?
assist to be fair.
I think he's meh.
Yeah, he's meh.
Meh. That's
Lewis.
Jamal
Jamal
Lewis.
Lewis.
Meh.
Meh, League two at best.
No, he's definitely not League Two. He's
he's
done
alright.
himself all right in a
He's
crap
literally
side.
If he's the better side, you
He-
might be
yeah.
putting him in solid.
I'd say he just defies Norwich. Too good for the Championship, not good enough for Prem.
Yeah.
Is that Stroud?
Yeah,
Striker.
Stroud.
I didn't realise he was
I
that
like
young. He
him,
looks
but
like 30.
I think he's meh.
Meh, yeah.
We've got a lot of meh talents here.
Yeah.
Oh, Pedro Neto. Now we're actually getting somewhere.
I
I think.
would say top
I'd
tier
say
talent
Top tier talent.
because he has actually been carrying balls by the scruff of the neck. Like,
But he hasn't really carried them to anything.
No,
Like,
but
they've had a bad season.
yeah, but alright, if Raul Jimenez is there, he gets a lot more
I
goals
like
and
Pedro
assists.
Neto. I think.
Yeah, I
he's
think,
top
but
tier.
I do
it'd be
think he's good
harsh
as
to
well.
Put him in solid.
Top tier talent.
Yeah. We'll fine. We'll put him top there.
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden's well class,
Well
isn't
class.
More class, yeah.
Yeah.
Mount's well there. The Foden's better. He's
Yeah.
got to be
he? Different.
Reece
midfielders.
James.
Reece James.
top tier talent.
I would say
He's not world class.
the thing is though, he's better than Trent. He's better than Trent.
He's more on form than Trent.
No, but I would still say he's got more of a like, because Trent. I would say he's better than Trent. So
Is Wan-Bissaka not qualified? for
Trent's
this list?
proved himself
He's
more. Even though Trent's had a worse season in previous season, he's proved himself more than Reece
Yeah,
James.
I wouldn't say. I
has.
think Reece James
I think-
needs a world-class season
Yeah,
to be
And
world-class.
he's not in the Chelsea team every week.
yeah,
He's in and out.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
what
he
is that?
will
He
be
fits in with them lot.
he will be a very very good right back in the future.
is that Saliba.
nah,
That's Reece Nelson.
Oh yeah.
He's got absolutely nothing about him.
I'd say League Two at
League
best.
Two at best. Same as
Absolutely
Joe
nothing
Willock.
about him.
Who's this, by the way?
Brewster.
That's Brewster. Get
League
him
Two
out
at
of my
best.
sight.
League Two at best.
Get him on my
Same,
rubbish.
same with the BTEC Van Dijk. League Two at best.
Get him out of my sight as well.
Is that Joel Latibidia?
Who?
Who? No, that's
Reece Williams.
Reece Williams.
Oh yeah.
One that if you squint, it looks like Van Dijk.
Yeah. Sander Burge.
That's not Sunderberg, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sander, I'd
I think
say.
it's- I think Sunderberg's
I'd say
solid.
solid.
Yeah.
If you had to sign him in the summer, that's a class signing, by the way.
Right. Emil
Smith
Smith
Rowe?
Rowe. Solid.
Solid.
Yeah. High end solid.
High end
Solid.
solid,
Yeah.
High end solid.
We're not doing all this, Joe.
I know. It's fucking there.
Uh,
Is that
Steven and Zate.
How's that
Yeah,
say?
Zate.
I like him. I think
I think he'd be low end solid.
low and solid.
Low end solid, yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah. I think he's in the Villa team, Boyd, and you're picking him up
No.
like he's
Nah. Tarek Lamptey.
solid.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, if he carried on, if he didn't get
Could be
injured,
in
yeah,
he
he'd
might have
been
been
top
top
tier if he didn't get injured.
Please tell me that isn't Tom Davies.
Is that Tom Davis?
That is Tom Davies, yep.
Get him out of League Two. How is he? By the way, I looked the other day. He was playing for England 21s. How is he still in
Yeah, I know.
England 21s?
I know. I think he's a fine squad rotation option, but if somebody told you
He's
had to
meh,
start,
isn't
if
he?
you had to start him for 20 games in the Premier League, you'd cry.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, he's very meh.
Is that
Tyler
Tyler
Roberts?
Roberts? League Two at best.
Yeah.
Leeds fans really don't like him. Tyrick Mitchell.
I thought it
He's
was
been good. He
Benteke.
started the season well. I think meh.
Meh, yeah, he was in my fantasy team for a few weeks now.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
Vitinha, I think.
League Two at best.
I don't know. He's not
If
proven
it-
himself,
is it
but he
him?
could be good because he's.
Yeah, he just
Is it
hasn't really.
Vitinha?
Just Wolves have just had a bad. I think that's Vitinha.
I'm gonna put him in meh. I don't think he's League Two at best because he could
Yeah.
be good.
Oh, Fofana, I think he's top tier.
Yeah, top tier.
I think Fofana's been really, really
Wait,
good.
no, I'd say world class. You think where he's gonna be?
He's not
It
world
is a
class.
shame you have to end with who's that Southampton player?
Yeah, I think
I
Fofana.
would say Fofana's.
I think Fofana just hasn't had the longevity that those
He's
world
top-
class ones
He's
have.
top tier, yeah.
Yeah, but he's very top tier, and I think
Who's this?
he's definitely
He
been the
is-
best young centre back in the
that
league. This year.
Is that small? But no.
No, Smallborn's like white.
I don't know a clue.
Who is that?
Is his name also Ramsey?
Keen Ramsey or something?
No, his name is
Kane Ramsey.
Kane Ramsey. Yeah.
Kane Ramsey, yeah.
Well, League Two at best.
I think
No, I think he's met. He plays
Really?
quite good for Southampton whenever I watched him.
he's probably only played
he had
about
a
2
stinker in that
appearances.
9-0 game.
Right then. Yeah,
I'd say
none
League
of
Two at
those.
best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so let's show the whole list.
Show the whole list.
So,
Is that, so that I mean,
are there any late amends we want to make?
any late amends?
I would say Eze to
Have
Meh.
we got Kelleher and solid?
Yeah.
I mean, looking
I
at
would-
him next to those names now, he does stick out a bit.
Mm.
Next to Melier as well. I think if we're going well goalkeepers, I mean Kelleher's now in the same tier as Havertz. So I would
let's
say
move him down.
drop him down.
Who's the Southampton?
and I
player
mean, come
solid?
on, Sanderberg is in the same tier as
Gineppo.
Havertz now.
Huh?
Gineppo he's not in solid, is he?
Yeah, no, that's not.
Yeah, it is
yeah,
Gineppo.
yeah.
You
Gineppo
can't-
and Meh.
you- come on.
I said Meh.
Move Havertz.
Man,
up.
there needs to
And
be
how's
Move
how's
Havertz up.
How's Alzette in solid as well?
No,
Move-
Havertz is no better than Gineppo
Havertz is not better than Gineppo. Did you just say that?
this season.
Did
Gineppo's
you really
a
just say that?
glorified Bertrand Traore.
Gineppo's done
That's all he
nothing.
is.
Gineppo's done
Move
nothing.
Gineppo down. I want to move Gineppo down then.
Yeah.
Yes. Right, and Alzette.
I think Werner's had a worse season than Havertz.
Yeah.
And I think Havertz next season will be very, very good. I think he's the only one who sort of
Fine. To keep Dan happy.
yeah.
Top
And I mean,
tier
obviously, and what he's done so far in his career.
And you got to
hasn't been a
remember, it's
fluke.
not what he is. It's what he's gonna be when he's older. Really, isn't it? What?
Yeah. No, I
No,
think
he's back down there.
yeah. I mean, obviously, he's 70 million. He was 70 million for a reason.
I'd still say
Okay.
Alzette down
So
one.
to finish off,
Alzette down one. How can you put Alzette in the
Oh,
same?
he's in the same tier as Douglas Luiz as well, isn't he?
yeah, okay, Alzate down.
And he's in the
Alzette
same
down.
like as Ferran Torres.
No, his friend Torres is good.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I thought you said
That's-
you want to drop him down.
No.
So a lot of these are meh players. Doesn't mean they're bad.
Yeah, I
Just
think they can
means
swing one
they
way or
can
the other
swing-
very
As
easily.
you see, Alzate, Gineppo,
Jacob Ramsey top end
and yeah, they could all be in not Ramsey, but they could all be in solid if you wanted them to. But I think the top four players in that order. We've got that spot on,
Yeah.
and I'd say them lot are definitely top tier talents.
Yeah.
And then I'd say these are all solid as well. And then there's a lot of players we don't rate.
Can I just quickly say, why is the Liverpool centre back? What's his name? What's that one? The one that's in the League Two at best. Oh, that.
Reece Williams.
Why is it just his
Just
head?
his face.
Because I think
And the
because I
rest-
genuinely think he doesn't have like a senior contract now. I think he's too young to have like a senior contract, so they've used like his official.
Is that his FIFA picture?
Team?
Yeah,
must
it
be
is.
so. I think that's like his youth team picture. Well, I think anyway. So let us know what you thought of our tier list. I think we've done quite well. I think we've been fair.
Yeah.
If you think if you disagree with it, let us know. As we'll show you now, we'll just show the top ones again. Just scroll up.
Yep.
There we go. That is a tier list.
Yeah, you'd rather show the top than League Two at best.
Yeah.
Yep. Now
So
we're
if
gonna
you
jump.
have any disagreements, put it in the comments and let us know what you think. On to the next On to the next
Tier list.
tier list.
Yep.
Cut.